Naegleria fowleri, or the amoeba, is a single-cell free-living organism that inhabits the muddy bottoms of lakes, rivers, retention ponds, and anything with fresh water. Naegleria fowleri is a tempothermic organism, meaning it thrives in warm water, specifically 98.8 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, in cold water, specifically water 32 degrees Fahrenheit and lower, the amoeba is killed off. While the cysts can survive for weeks to months at this temperature, they usually become very sensitive to freezing. Now, in the range from 122 to 149 degrees Fahrenheit, amoebas are usually killed or do not grow, while the cysts can survive for short time between this range, they usually die off. If Naegleria fowleri is given the proper conditions to grow, it starts at its first stage, the cyst stage, where it inhabits the muddy bottoms of fresh bodies of water. After that, it grows into its second stage, the tropozoite phase, where it can infect human hosts. After the tropozoite stage, it can grow into the flagellated form. This form is also infectious to humans. Naegleria fowleri infections at the tropozoite and flagellated form usually are very rare. There are only 143 confirmed cases in the U.S. according to the CDC. For Naegleria fowleri to infect a human host, usually what happens is they have been kicking up the muddy bottom of a retention pond or lake. Once this happens, the amoeba has been kicked into the surface of the water where it can be inhaled through the nose. It then attaches to the nasal mucosa, which coats the inside of the nose. Once there, once inside the brain, autopsies show that the amoeba usually congregate around the temporal lobes, the hydrothalamus, the pons, the medulla oblongata, and the upper portion of the spinal cord. Now, the main cause of death is damage to the medulla oblongata, which controls breathing and heart rate, and the upper part of the spinal cord, which can cause paralysis and everything below the neck, including the diaphragm and heart. Once inside the brain, doctors have a very short amount of time to stop further damage caused by the amoeba. Medications given are usually intravenous dexamethasone, along with amphotericin B, fluconazole, and rifampicin. Now, dexamethasone is an anti-inflammatory drug used to control the swelling in the brain. Next, they used rifamycin as a single-cell bacterial killer, hopefully with hopes of killing the amoeba. Now, the main medication that works is amphotericin B. It is shown to cause significant damage to the nucleus, the rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and damage to the mitochondria and food vacuoles, usually stopping and starving the amoeba before it can cause any more damage.